Okay. Just going to check the audio. Doing something a little funky today. Hello. Ah, it's muted. Pro tip, don't breathe in when you're trying to swallow. Okay, good. We got game audio. Everything seems to be working. What the hell is... Oh. Scared the shit out of me. Get out of here. I heard this cracking. I was like, what is that sound? It sounded like somebody was crinkling. It sounded like somebody was crinkling like a plastic or something like that. I thought maybe the cats are playing with a toy or something in here, but the cats are outside. Turns out it's my 3D printer. Just finished a print I forgot about, and the print adheres to the bed with heat, and when it cools down, pops off. And it was doing that very slowly. Okay. So, gonna be rescuing some people, NPCs, in Elite Dangerous today. I just want to hang out and have fun, just chill. Oh, stop doing that. It's doing it again. Not doing anything fancy, just kind of hanging out. I've got chat up, but let's see if I can rearrange it so it's easier for me to see. I have the music turned off in the game because I'm listening to music in my headphones, and I have the noise canceling turned off in my headphones, so I can hear myself, which is good. I can do that with this, and I can actually hear some of the audio being piped through, some of the mic audio being piped through here, but it doesn't always work, and you have to hear yourself when you speak. When you put on headphones, you don't always get that, and I don't want to yell, and I don't want to sound like Charlie Brown. Wah, wah, wah. Just I'm like nervous that it's not working. Okay, cool. That is working. So yeah, I'll get that out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, just hanging out, chilling, rescuing some people, listening to some music. Game music is turned off. If you want to just put this on in the background, I may not talk a lot. Just kind of chilling. It's kind of warm in here. Uh-oh. Put some music on. I got one of them synthwave things going through from my phone to my headphones. I was going to pipe the game audio through on the mic, which I can do, but I can't do. I could do, but I can't right now because I don't have headphones that plug into a 3.5 jack. I keep bumping the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep doing that. I don't have headphones that plug into a 3.5 jack anymore. I don't know where they went. And I could I was thinking okay, squeeze them underneath my... No, not going to bother with it. If I could do 2 audio inputs on these headphones, I would, but... And I was going to have OBS not capture game audio, or only capture game audio, not a different thing, but it doesn't... I can't figure out how to make that happen. So, OBS is better now than it was before, but unfortunately I won't be able to hear game audio, but I don't really need it. Piloting skills are going to be a little weird today. I haven't flown my crate in a while. I haven't flown this crate in a while. And I just recently set up a whole new control scheme on this computer because I lost my old control scheme because it didn't get transferred over when I transferred to a new computer. But it's pretty much the same as my old one. Let's go. Get off there. So, yep. Still got my... I have a, it's a huge print, too. It's taking up the whole bed, and that whole... My 3D printer is just snapping, crackling, and popping today. We want this thing. So I did a couple practice runs, and I think we should be good. Yeah, pretty good. Whoa, that's not even close to being on course. What are you talking about? So yeah, throw some jams on. Do what you gotta do. I mean, this is nothing special. This is just rescue. I like these. I like doing this. I don't know why. It's like a high risk, but not really. It feels risky. That's it. That's what it is. It feels risky, but it's really not. And it's fast. You can do runs really quickly. Almost to the point where I think you start to get a lot of self-confidence in your ability to do these runs, and it can throw you off. Overconfidence is... Ooh, I got a request talking. See? Gotta watch out. Alright, I think that's 20. Overconfidence can be your undoing a lot of times. So for anyone who doesn't know... oh my god, it's one of those ones that's really close. Yeah, see what I mean? Today's flying is not going to be very good. It's like I'm not even trying. For those of you who don't know, this is... for those of you who really don't know, spaceship video game. Basically, just like Earth, solar, our Milky Way galaxy, super far in the future. Everybody flies around in a spaceship, just hauling cargo. That's pretty much it. Whatever. But these missions are when stations get attacked, space stations, they can get attacked by either aliens or apparently this one is supposed to be like humans attacked a station, but there's like alien goo on the outside. I don't know. So they got all these refugees that I keep hitting my sorry. Keep hitting. You keep. What am I saying? You got all these refugees that are trying to escape the station because it's on fire and about to explode. So you just fill up a cargo, not cargo, passenger cabin with dudes. And you just, I don't know, pick a bunch of factions. Who cares? Everybody wants off. Everybody has to come. They're all ready to go. So. I can't. Nobody has... Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You hop in, and you hop out, grab some people, and go. The big danger here is that the ship is on fire. It's exploding. The explosions can knock you off course. The heat will give you some heat warnings and heat damage. If you prepared for it, it can actually be pretty bad. Heat damage. See, like I'm not about to. Heat damage mostly affects your modules. I've gotten up to, I think, like 600% heat damage. Heat's the little thing. It's down by my head. I don't think you can see it. No, you can't see the heat. The way I have my camera set up, you can't see the heat. But it doesn't get too hot in the... Compared to what I've seen, it doesn't get that hot inside the station. The real downside is that you can't use anything that uses heat. It's like, if you want to boost or like anything like that, forget about it. Shield cells, forget about it. But you shouldn't have to use those things in there anyway. If you're boosting inside the station, you're aiming for a bad day. There we go. Second half of the mission. Come here. Boop. And request docking. This is a rescue ship. It shows up whenever a station is damaged. And you just dock and then kick them off your ship. And go back for more. Rinse and repeat. I'm going to be doing this all night. Not because it's like beneficial or a great cash, a great way to make lots of cash. No, I'm just doing it for fun.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep, rinse and repeat. I got some music on, so if you're wondering why the music... Oh, am I backwards? No, I'm not. Oh, I thought I was backwards. I was about to turn around.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I recommend always repairing every time you hit the station. Otherwise, your modules will start to fail. If you have enough heat damage, your modules stop working. It doesn't do a lot of hull damage, but you'll find that like your
Incoming message.
frameshift drive stops working. Your reputation, why not? Stuff stops working on your ship, which is never good because you go to like scoot forward a little bit and your drive turns off, your thrusters. And you're like, oh, okay, then you're just spinning through space. Or your frameshift drive turns off, or your shields stop working. It's a real pain in the butt.
Incoming message.
So one of the things I look for when I do these missions is to get... First and foremost, when I turn in those missions, what I'm looking for first is I'm looking for... data or components that are used for upgrading modules. There's a stupid mini game in here where you can like custom tune your parts, which is very annoying. It's pretty much the only way to play the game, really, which is kind of annoying because it makes it so that people who haven't purchased a ship and upgraded with the best parts, you're still not at the top of the game. You're still unupgraded. So you have to upgrade. And an upgraded ship will start performing very differently to the way a stock ship is supposed to operate. For better or worse, it's in there. I look for those parts because they're kind of a pain to acquire. After that, I'm looking for reputation because this is my first time in Seoul, and I don't have everything. I don't have the max reputation with all the people here. Not that I need it, but it helps for missions in other circumstances. And then after that, I look for money. But the money that you get from this is only like 100,000 credits, which is like, that's how much it costs to repair my ship every time I dock. So really all it's doing is just recouping my losses. If I wanted to really make some money, I would take this ship mining. Yep, high temperatures, watch out. And they got all kinds of debris in here. I would take my Anaconda, but the last time I did this kind of a mission with an Anaconda, it's not maneuverable enough. Hey, what?
Warning. Taking heat damage.
The maneuverability of a big bulky ship in here is, see that explosion? That explosion will knock you off course, which I think is great, because you're like trying to like thread the needle when you're like docking, and then ooh, goodbye. And all the lights in the stuff, it's like this feels like it's very dire and like, oh, I'm actually doing something. Most of this game is just like sitting around doing like looking at asteroids. Like, oh, there's a guy, pew pew, he's dead. Okay. Not saying it's not exciting. I'm just saying like this. It may be artificial, but it feels like something's happening. You know. What am I doing? Lounge. Try to grab large groups first. 24. Here we go. Yeah, and you just pick a cabin. I recommend economy cabins for these guys, just because they have the best space. If you already have a ship that's outfitted with cabins, and wow, there we go. Check that out. If you already have a ship that's outfitted with cabins and you just want to do a couple of these and go, awesome. Just hop in and go. But if you're like making a ship to do this, do economy cabins. They're cheap and it's all about getting people off the station. It's not about whether or not their needs are met or things are fancy. They don't care. They just want off. Ooh, watch out. Yeah, it's kind of watch out. Stuff above me, stuff on top of me, stuff next to you. Whoosh. The other great thing about these kind of missions is like
Frame shift drive charging.
where am I going?
Ready to engage.
Usually these missions are often tied to
Engage.
I think for a while they were happening just randomly, periodically around Thargoid space as sort of flavor. Sort of like, oh, look, the Thargoids are getting closer and closer. But they were often tied to a community goal, which I think is really cool. If it were me, for this event, I would make this a community goal. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Docking request granted.
You could get a bunch of people on board, get a bunch of people doing it. It would add to the lore. People like community. As far as I can tell, people like community goals. Sometimes they're kind of a pain, but it gets people to do things that they maybe otherwise wouldn't do. Where's my pad? There it is. Is that mine? Yes, 8. Good. No, that's 6.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, wait, I do want 6. Oh, boy. Do I need glasses? Wait, I have glasses. So there's these like little thingies up here. Earlier today, I went, and I was like, oh, that's what those are for. Because I was not used to flying this ship earlier today. We got shields, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, repair costs 10,000. Okay, whatever. That bonk cost me like 8,000 credits. Ah, brother. Ah, see? Grid resistors. 4 units. It may not be rare, but something is better than nothing. And if you're not full up, fill up on stuff. Anomalous bulk data. I don't have a maxed out,
Message.
so let's go for it. You can always trade things later. I hate doing material traders and data traders because I feel like I'm always... I mean, it is at a loss. But sometimes you're like, I'm never going to use this thing. Or like, I don't need this upgrade right now. So if you're not doing like armor upgrades or like whatever, and you have a bunch of like thermal pads, or, I don't know what they're called. Yeah, fuck it, sell them. Or not, so trade them in for other things you need. My mask locked? Yep.
Frame shift drive charging.
There's two.
Ready to engage.
I love boost turning in this ship. It's... I think I have like dirty drives grade 2, 3. I'm still in the process of getting all my engineers unlocked, which is that's its own thing. I like playing this game just for like relaxing and fun, but sometimes it's like there's some things that are like very MMO about the unlocking, grinding. I associate grinding with MMOs. If you put grind in a game that's not an MMO, what are you doing? Like single player experiences that have grinds or grinding systems, get out of here, come on. Landing pad 15. I think that one's in the middle or it's towards the...
Commander, do not approach damaged sections of this facility. There may still be some unexploded ordnance lying around.
The ship does not like to slow down.
Warning. Temperature critical.
The one thing I find really hard about this game is switching from like a big bulky ship like the Anaconda that's like sliding a brick on ice. Every time, like, flying an Anaconda is a lot like curling. But going from that to like a really fast, nimble ship like a Viper, that's dangerous. You will smash that Viper into a station. This is the game, guys. This is what we're doing. You know what? You got one mission. You got 7 people. Your organization only has 7 people. Yeah, you can come. Organization. Can't speak today.
Incoming mission critical message.
Workers' party. Yes. I support the workers. Workers, they need to come
Critical message.
and get freed on this station. Come on, guys. Good enough. Alright.
Incoming mission critical message.
As far as I can tell, there's no mission where it's just one person trying to get off the station. But yeah, it's only like 2 and the smallest module you can put on your ship is 2. An economy grade 2 has 2 people. Nope, slide 2. That's alright, go. Slow down. How am I? Uh-oh. I don't know why I was sliding sideways there. Explosion? I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear my audio's remote, so I can't tell if there's an explosion or not. That's, something forced me into the wall. It's alright. Shields are... They come back. They come back. Nope.
Frame shift drive charging.
not the best pilot either. It's something you will find if you watch me for like 3 seconds. I have a HOTAS, but doesn't help me in any way. I've seen people do like mouse and keyboard. I've seen people do what's Colo do? Colo does like keyboard only or something like that. Keyboard and mouse. Like, you can play this game. The thing I like about this game is that you can play this game any way you want, and every control scheme is different and has its advantages. HOTAS definitely has the best feel, which is oftentimes what I want to aim for, because I'm just trying to have fun, and I'm going for like mining and stuff, like I'm doing it for combat reasons. I did Xbox controller for the longest time, and it worked really well. As long as I mean, I had like I think roll and yaw. Come on. I had roll and yaw switched, like toggled with one of the thumbstick buttons, and it worked out pretty well. Yeah, I got bounced around that time. I look bored, but I'm having a lot of fun. I like this stuff. It's relaxing. Yeah, I'll take some reputation. Why not?
Incoming message.
Specialized legacy. Thank you. Stuff that requires cargo space. Unless you know what it is, I don't recommend taking it even on normal missions.
Incoming message.
Because it can fill up your cargo space, and sometimes it's illegal goods and you don't realize it's there, or you accidentally take it and you're stuck leaving a station with goods that you didn't realize you had in your cargo hold. It's NPCs will come after you. I don't like that at all. And what are you going to do? Sell it? Get out of here. I'm not a trader. Trader as in someone who trades, not a traitor, someone who betrays people. This one and then this. No, mass locked. Why are you making noise? Oh, I haven't. Oh no. That's my bad. So the color scheme I used to have for my HUD. Where am I pointing? I don't know. It used to be mostly white with some red and I think a slight yellowish orange. Or there's another color. I always aim for 3 color. There's custom tools to like make your color schemes. I always aim to get all 3 colors to show up. Otherwise, you end up with it's hard to tell friend from foe and all that sort of stuff. The problem that I had with that was that enemies would show up as
Commander, this is flight control.
white
Authorities have declared
or yellow.
emergency.
Oh yeah, they showed up as yellow, and then allies showed up as red, which kind of threw me off. I still liked it. Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong menu. I still went with it anyway because I liked how it looked, but I went with this blue and green. Allies are green. Menus are green. So like if I went to a menu, it would be green. And then everything else is kind of white or blue, which is nice. It's very common, very cool. And in a lot of ships that I fly,
Attention all pilots.
26, gotcha.
Emergency response
Like the
vessels
courier, for example, it
priority
fits
for
in
landing.
with
Do
the
not impede their approach.
With like the courier, it is very
Temperature critical.
it's very like theme appropriate because the courier has a lot of like blue interior lights and stuff.
Taking heat damage.
We got shields. That's pretty good.
Docking
Bounces.
successful. You should be safe for now, Commander.
I don't know if the docking computer works for these missions, but I don't think it should. I hope the menu goes all nuts. It's crazy. It makes it. It's basically like saying the menu is diegetic. It is part of. This is not just on the screen for the player. This is on this. This is in front of the pilot in a normal ship. Like you can look around. Like this is diegetic. This is not a menu that pops up. This is part of the display. And this is my computer in my ship, so like this is fine, but like this is coming in from the station. This is all messed up. This is all wibbly wobbly, which I think is cool. It's there's a lot of really great things that were done for feel and game design and nothing else. But yeah, like I was saying before, I don't think the docking computer should work. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it doesn't. But if I were designing this game, I would make it not work on these things because these missions are like half the fun is flying in and being able to try to land. Trying to land correctly with the ship with the station that's all messed up. I mean, you can't check 4. Okay.
Incoming mission critical message.
Boop, there we go. Perfect. Rinse and repeat.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I can just imagine like the captain being like,
Taking heat damage.
"Oh, the station's on fire. Oh, big deal." People are in the back, panicking, freaking out.
Clear for takeoff. You're not out of the
Captain's
woods
not
yet,
taking this
Commander.
seriously. I'm like, Captain needs a drink. This is just a Tuesday for me. I don't care. I got chills. You guys want to go see someplace before I drop you off at the rescue ship? I'll swing by Venus real quick.
Frame shift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I know you guys can't see this, but I'm looking at my computer. The LEDs are... I forgot that I had a profile set up for this game, so that the LEDs light up specifically for like a dark theme, because it's space and it's dark in space. But it only works for some of the lights because there's no standard for RGB LEDs. And every manufacturer wants their own software. And even software that's supposedly supposed to work with...
Incoming mission critical message.
What? What? Why are you updating? Don't update. Relax. Even stuff that's supposed to be...
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
has cross-compatibility or integration with other hardware and stuff. It's like, it doesn't... Whoops, that's the wrong button. It doesn't work for every component. Oh, I have my max reputation. I don't need reputation. I need money. Yeah, that's the thing that that kind of pisses me off right now about the state of the industry. Yeah, why not? Currently, RGB LEDs do not have a standard, and that pisses me off. 5 to 6 years from now, this argument's going to be completely null and void, and there's going to be like a standard for RGB LEDs, or they won't have those anymore. Everybody's like, well, we don't care about computer components the same way that people 5, 6 years ago did. I remember when in the 2020s when RGB LEDs were like the big thing. Remember how stupid that trend was?
Released. Engines engaged.
Don't get me wrong, I love how it looks. It's a fun little fiddly thing I can mess with. I like it. That said, I wish that it would actually work the way that it was supposed to.
Drive charging.
I don't want to talk about that.
4, 3,
I mean, I do clearly, but
1. Engage.
it's so pretty. But why are you so annoying?
Commander, this station is currently running evacuation
No,
procedures.
don't, no, stop it.
Begin docking here unless absolutely necessary.
Just checking something. So if you're in corporate America and you want a really fun,
Course adjustments as you enter.
cool little side project thingy-majig you can do, if you have this game and you want to make a really cool background, fly your ship somewhere and 41, gotcha. Fly your ship somewhere and then you can make a looping, you can record, do like, oh, it's really close, I hate this.
Attention, Commander. Federal forces are on high
That's
alert.
what I felt that.
Ensure you comply with all
You can record, you do
instructions
like a
on
screen recording and loop it in like something like Premiere or Final Cut or something like that, and then make a looping video of like you skimming over the mountaintops of some moon somewhere, and if you reverse it, it looks like you are actually flying past it in the other way. So like you're sitting in a cockpit, and what's actually the front of the ship is actually the back of the ship. Or if you play it forwards, it looks like you're just turned around inside the actual cockpit. And then your Zoom calls, you can look like you're in outer space. I made a whole bunch of them. That's why I'm actually in Seoul right now. I didn't come here for these missions. I just heard that they were going on, and was like, yeah, I'm already in Seoul, so why not?
Critical message.
Aegis Core. I haven't helped out you yet.
Incoming mission critical message.
This music that I'm listening to is very strange. Put some jams on.
Mission critical message.
I turn the game music off on purpose.
Incoming mission critical message.
Aha, you have one? Yes.
Incoming mission critical message.
Take a sit. The one thing I don't like about these missions is that you start building up heat right away. I'm building up heat right now. And you can't tell. You can't tell because my where my camera is. But even on my screen, the heat only shows up after you've left the docking screen. I think I can turn that off, but I like having the docking screen on. The actual menu HUD thing changes. And it doesn't show you temperature, which is kind of a big thing. Those missions.
Ready to engage.
Spin. There we go. I love boost turning.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I love this ship. Hands down, one of my favorite ships. Or hands down, my favorite ship, I should say. I like these ships so much, I actually bought a Crate Phantom as well. Oop, oop. A little fast. The Crate Phantom is like, it's just a repeat of this one. So what's the point? Well, the point is that you can have two ships that are basically the same, that feel very much the same, and one's for exploration and one's for everything else.
Landing gear deployed.
Doing all kinds of flippy stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing. I wish I was one of those people who could do, yeah, oh, so close. Newtonian flying with flight assist off, using only Newtonian physics. I know a lot of people like it for combat. I have a button to toggle it off while holding, so that if I need to do like a flip, I can do it. Some people use it off all the time, and I'm like, how do you fly like that? It's the old school way of doing it too. Not Elite 1, but like Elite 2 and 3 or whatever the other ones were. But me, personally, I am shit at doing that, so... If I have to, for the game, like in Kerbal Space Program, you have to use Newtonian physics. I will learn it and I will do it. If I don't have to, like in this game, I can do like Star Wars spaceship kind of fighter pilot sort of stuff. I'm just gonna do that. Screw that. I don't want to mess with that other stuff. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me see something. So one of the hidden damages... Yeah, see? Oh, 99? Oh, yeah, that's fine. One of the hidden damages in this game that's really annoying is ship integrity. As far as I understand it, and I might be wrong about this, this acts as a... like a damage scaling modifier or whatever. Like a damage percentage. So it's like... if you were to, like... get hit with something that would do 10 damage, it'll instead do like 5 damage. But if your integrity is down to 0, it will do 10 damage to you or something like that. I hate it because it's hidden in this menu and I don't like it. That's one of the things that I don't like. Okay, I thought I was muted, but I guess I wasn't. Surprise, surprise, I'm drinking a stout. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that was totally a nitro stout. Still working? Yes, okay, good. I'm not sure about my mic levels, but it looks like things are okay. What's going on with my hair? I put some argan oil in my hair, and I think it was a mistake. It feels too greasy. It's just one little squirt. What the hell? Okay, let's keep going. If I was really good at like spreadsheets or something like that, I could actually come up with like a running total of how many people I save. Get some hero points, you know?
Landing
I want to be a big hero. I want to be the guy who saves the day. I imagine there's some little child on a station somewhere whose parents both died in a mining accident. And I show up and I'm like, hop on my spaceship, little kid. And everybody else is like, I don't know if I want to be on that spaceship.
frame shift drive charging.
Just bonk, 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 bonk.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Smack the station like 30 times. Eventually I get out, just start bouncing on the landing pad until eventually somebody's like, just come on, we're gonna tow you in. Just stop. And that one little child's like, I don't know who that man was, but he's my hero. He saved me in this burning station. That in like 1 week's time in game will be fine.
Hope you can help out, Commander.
Who am I really saving, you know? I wish, you know, you can't, you don't really... It's these stations are fine after like a day. Oh, it's 41 again. Fuck you, 41. They're giving me this thing on purpose. High temperatures ahead. Yes, I know. Yeah, see here, right there. I knew. I remember you, 41. Piece of shit.
Landing gear deployed.
Ooh, graceful.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Feels good. Feels good when it looks like you know what you're doing.
Taking
You're on
heat
the deck.
damage.
I hope you're here to help, pilot.
I haven't helped you out. I need some reputation from you. I don't know who you are. I never really learned a whole lot about the background simulation and all that sort of stuff in this game. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and it's all really fascinating, like truly fascinating stuff. Where's the... Okay. I was looking for another faction. I think it's the representatives or something. I don't know. Background simulation stuff is all very fascinating, but I can't be bothered with it.
Critical message.
What does it even do? I'm like, okay, so the pirates take over this one system. Big deal.
Warning. Temperature critical.
So it's like, if I help out the pirates or I help out the
Warning. Taking heat damage.
duly elected government,
Critical
I
message.
don't give a shit. Whatever.
Clear
Just
for
pay me.
departure. Watch out for wreckage overhead.
In real life, it might be a different story, but like in this game, it's like... I need money.
Frame shift drive charging.
Today's a special day for a lot of people, and they're checking their bank account balances. Getting some money.
3, 2,
Good for you guys.
engage.
I really hope the people who need the money definitely get the money. Apparently, I'm not getting the money, but whatever. It's just like, whatever. I am not. I don't need the money. Need with a capital N, capital E, a capital E, and a capital D. I don't need the money. You want to give me a couple extra bucks so I can spend it on, you know, some nice food, some, you know, salmon and the good rice, if you know what I mean? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I love salmon. Myself a steak. Oh, steak. I got some food in the fridge. I gotta cook tomorrow soon. Yep. I hate talking about food. I don't play video games, but like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, dude, food is. You get to a certain point in your life, and you're like, dude, food is all I look forward to. It's like it's one of the constant things in life. Like you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to drink water or something, and like good food is so good. Like honestly, like if you just at this point in my life, if my only source of food or like good food or like treats was somebody who was like training me to roll over and like sit on my hind legs and be a dog, you know, honestly, like whatever, dude, just give me the food. I want the food.
Incoming message.
Give me the good stuff, man. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Good food is good. That's all. That's the biggest takeaway from this one chill stream, if you happen to catch it, is good food is good. You know, and it like doesn't matter where it comes from or whatever. I mean, it does. Be responsible. Don't destroy the planet, please. Not for my sake, but for the sake of the children. Don't destroy the planet. But like. Ah, man, sometimes you just gotta get a good food. Just get one good food. One day a week, get a good food.
Released. Engines engaged.
Not to get too real, but one thing I gotta say is like, when you're home all the time, not to date the stream, when you're home all the time, you definitely. I gotta lock my. There we go. Okay. Where am I going? When you're home all the time, it's snacky. It's snacky. It's hard. It's hard to not be snacky. If I could just like, if I had like crap food, like not crap food, but like food I don't like, but was good for me and sustained me. For like 6 days out of the week, fine. One day a week, I want good food. A little sushi, a little steak,
Attention, Commander.
some chickies.
Federal Flight Control. This station is undergoing emergency evac. If you do not intend to assist in the rescue effort, do not attempt to land. Clear for approach. You may need to deploy heat sinks when you get inside, Commander.
Sorry, I keep bumping that stupid thing. Oh, nope, cancel. Sorry, I have to check something and... Did I... Oh, no. What'd I do? My screen's black. I don't know what's going on. What is going on, dude? Oh, phew. Okay. I have a lot of cores. Not to brag, but I have a lot of cores. Okay. Sorry, space station. I wanted to check something, and it was a really stupid time for me to check something, but I didn't do it. Okay. Be quick, but it wasn't. Let me turn around here. Alright, 35. Where is 35? Don't boost into the station. I almost boosted, and I was like, nope, don't do that.
Stay alert, Commander.
Right next to me.
Multiple debris fields spotted in the area.
Hey, thank you. Helpful debris. Smacking me around. I'm using the shields. That's what they're there for. I have. Whereabouts?
Emergency Directive Alpha is in full effect.
Taking heat damage.
I'm not the best. Whatever, dude. We're gonna land. I'm just gonna land. Boosting into the station is always a bad idea. I feel like sometimes I'm gonna hit. We've all been. You're in a hurry. You want to land. You want to escape the cops because you got some illegal cargo. I don't know what the heck's illegal cargo in this game. I want to say slaves, but like I don't do slaves. We don't do slaves here. Empire, okay, sure, but like we don't do slaves here. So yeah, you boost into the station, smack the back wall, you're done. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Just don't. Two things don't do: slavery and boosting into a station. I don't even want to talk about they're indentured servants. No, get the hell out of here. Okay. We're not Empire? Okay, sure, fine. But like slavery? No. Get rid of it.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, cool. So I'm maxed out on reputation for all these other guys. That was not that long. Super fast. So, pro tip, if you want your soul reputation all the way up, here you go. Perfect.
Incoming mission critical message.
Excuse me.
Warning, temperature critical.
Put some tunes on. Throw some jams on.
Warning, taking heat damage.
Music is off on purpose.
Incoming mission critical message.
Restraints have been disabled.
The levels are okay. I can't hear game audio. I can't hear game audio, so I can't check to see. I mean, I could check with with my monitor. Let's call it.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
There we go.
4.
One of the things I love about this ship is you can boost as much as you want. If you put all pips and engines, you just keep boosting. It's free. It's free. I did not mean to push the button. Whoops. $54 minutes, 55 minutes. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be here. We're gonna be here a while. Let's boost away. 1.4 megameters. It's pretty far. I think I was making a map for a D&D game that I'm probably never gonna actually get to. But I'm making a universe for it. Whatever. And the map from one corner to from one edge to one edge is like 1.2 megameters or something like that, which is a unit of measurement that I did not know I needed in math. Haha, that worked. Kinda. There's no up and down in space. Every direction is valid. I think that's something that everyone should take away from this game. That said, there are certain orientations that definitely make it easy to fly and look nice, but every orientation is valid in space.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
8,000 credits on just... I don't know how much a credit's actually worth. But if my assumption is that, like, a credit's basically worth, like, a euro or a pound or a dollar. A euro? Is that a euro? How many is there? 10, 100 euros? I don't know how much euros are. But yeah, if let's say that like a credit equates to a dollar or a pound, a British pound sterling, like 100 yen, something like that.
Incoming message.
Basically, I just spent $8,000 on bumping my ship into a really hot station. One of those things where it's like, if I spent $8,000 repairing my car, it's like I might as well just buy a new car at that point. Like my car's not even worth $8,000, and I'm here. I am just smacking this. I feel very responsible with my car.
Released. Engines engaged.
But you know what? I'm saving lives, and that's what matters. Whose lives? NPCs' lives. Which planet is this? Oh. I totally forgot. I thought it was like hanging out by Mars. Nope, Mars is over here. Yeah, look at that. Earth. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Welcome to Earth. It's a line from the movie.
1.
The Day of Independence. As far as movies go, very much not a directing movie. What's his name?
This is Federal Flight Control. This station is undergoing emergency evac. If you
I know his
do
name.
not intend to assist in
I don't.
rescue
I'm not.
efforts, do not attempt
It's
to
not
land.
my favorite director.
Access granted.
Not even close. He's at the bottom,
As you enter.
definitely. Because he makes the same movie every time, and it's kind of annoying. But Independence Day is watchable, and I appreciate that. I don't like what he did to Godzilla. Can't forgive you for that.
Heading is good. Maintain
Independence
the
Day is
rate of
good, though.
approach.
It's if you watch one of his movies, 38. Where's that one? Ah, it's right in the middle. Nice. Oh, it's all at the end. Okay, cool. Ah, this is one of the things. Oh no, this is one of the things I like about these kind of missions is like they should all be in the back because you have to like dodge shit, and that makes this mission so much
Stay alert, Commander.
cooler.
Multiple debris fields spotted in the area.
If they're right in front of the door, it's no different than docking like normal. If they're all the way in the back, you have to like swerve and stuff. Oh, that's great. Aw. I thought I was gonna get that. There we go. Yeah, if you watch one of that dude's movies, watch Independence Day.
Docking
If
successful.
you've seen that one, you've seen Godzilla, you've seen, is it 2012 he made? Like, all of his other movies you've seen pretty much. With the exception of a handful, I think there were, which I don't know if those are like his movies, they're like movies he made or directed, but I don't know, they're not like his project. Don't watch Godzilla, dude. Don't watch that. That was Matthew Broderick Godzilla. No.
Incoming mission critical message.
I mean, like, maybe watch it once, but like, it's like, no. Absent-minded, that's what this is all just like absent-minded, just, hey, who wants in my ship? Come on in.
Incoming mission critical message.
I don't know who you are. Come on in. Alright, cool. If you see little zeros next to those missions, it means that there's 0 missions available, which for this specific situation typically means that there's no missions with the number of like you can't fit the number of people that are looking to get out of the station into your ship.
Ship is free.
Like, for example, there I had 2 spots available in my cargo hold, and I was only able to. The only missions that were available were 3 and up. So I couldn't. There were no missions available that were applicable to my situation.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4,
Let's repeat. That's it.
1, engage.
Flying between the station and the ship, I recommend doing 75% thrusters, because if you can go 100% and you'll still be going slow enough to actually still be able to exit warp without issue.
Docking request
But
denied.
sometimes slow and steady is better, and it's just, oh, did I not? Oh, it's too far away. The fuck?
Docking request
There we
granted.
go. One thing I like about docking on these guys is, like, it's kind of foolproof. The docking station only, the docking thing only shows up if you properly requested it, and you can approach it. You can approach the ship without issue. Stations, if you go into the station without docking, or without a proper docking request,
Landing gear
it's a bad day.
deployed.
And a bad day. I hope you have enough money on your insurance, and what you were hauling was not all of your money's worth of cargo. Because I got news for you, bud. You're about to lose that ship.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
People on here are very... The NPCs in this game are very... They're both, like, too punishing and not punishing enough sometimes. It's very weird. What are you doing? I got tons of reputation. Don't care about influence. Give me your $50. Yeah, I'll take $100. Disrupted Wake Echoes. I like it. Yeah, so for the most part, I'm pretty much maxed out on all these factions. The benefit to that is that if you come back later, if I were to show up at this system later on, they would be offering me the best missions available to me. Great. I'll take it. We're like best friends.
Released.
That was the wrong button.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
The song I'm listening to right now, which is on one of those, like, random kind of YouTube stations,
Frameshift drive charging.
live stream of, like, synthwave. I don't know. I put on synthwave. I don't know. Don't judge. I know it's not 80s, but it feels 80s, and that's sorry. That's fine. Yeah, the song is quoting, has a sample from Zardoz in it, if you have not seen the movie Zardoz, I hesitate to recommend it. It's weird, dude. It's a weird movie. I kind of like it though. It's like it's weird in like the right ways. Half the movie. Or here's the thing: in Zardoz, half the movie you won't know what the fuck is going on. The other half of the movie, you're like, oh, this is one of them like 70s sci-fi kind of things where like a Logan's Run type thing or something like that, right? And it's fine. The Giver, those sorts of things. But yeah, it's like right up until like sweet, all the way in the back. Zardoz is a weird movie. There's a lot to like, and there's a lot to be like, why does this movie exist? And half the time, it's like you're bouncing between those two states. The two things I like about that movie: the actors. There's Sean Connery's in it. It's a very weird role for Sean Connery. He's supposed to be like a brute, like some kind of like weird like Cro-Magnon man, sort of like barbarian dude. Which I'm not disagreeing, but like most people associate Sean Connery with like James Bond, who's like suave and tough, not like grr and British. But there's also a bunch of really well-known actresses in it who went out to do. There's one. I don't remember her name. She's in everything. She's still in everything. She's still acting. She's in lots of stuff. And then the other one is Kreia in KOTOR 2. Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2. And I think I looked online, and that's like her only other credit, basically. Like she's done like I'm sure she's accomplished stage work, but if you look at her IMDb credits, it's really slim because if you do stuff on stage, you don't have a lot of credits in IMDb. That's just how it works. But the only one I can take. Yeah, see, there's like a 1. Yeah, it's crazy. I was watching the movie and I'm like, that person's really familiar. Like, there's something super familiar about this person. And just, I'm like, this is an unknown actress. I don't know who this is. I've never seen this person. Like, that person, she's in stuff now. I know, so that's a person I recognize. She is much older than, you know, in the movie I saw her recently, but here, you know, it's like, oh, cool, she's like super young. It's just like 20 years later. And then, like, I see this lady's voice is it's super familiar. It's super familiar because I was like watching a playthrough of KOTOR 2 earlier that day, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like her only other thing. It's great. So Zardoz. I hesitate to recommend it, but if you're on something and you want to watch a trippy movie, it's not trippy. It's like if you want to watch a movie that's like gonna like melt your brain a little bit, and you're into that sort of thing. Whoa! Calm down. Why are you guys updating my missions? What do you want? What do they even? What do you guys actually want? Passenger impatient. Oh my! How much longer is this gonna take? Oh come on! I'm gonna fucking smash you in the freaking station. I will eject you. I will kick you out the airlock.
Docking request granted.
I really hate the passenger. So, one thing that they added to passenger missions, which is something I like in concept, but I hate in execution, is that the passengers have needs. And, oh boy, I really overshot that. Passengers have needs and wants, and it's like... Don't judge my flying.
Landing gear deployed.
Like, I want the passengers to feel like there's actually somebody in my cargo, you know, in the back making requests. I like that. I think that's a great concept for gameplay.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
But I hate how it's executed. For tourist missions, people who want to go see a geyser or check out a moon or do a flyby of a sun or something like that. Okay, sure. Yeah, they're like, hey, would you mind stopping off at Lave to grab some brandy? Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine, right? Adds an extra stop. That's fine. That happens, right? You know, people are in their Uber or whatever, and they're like, hey, can we swing by McDonald's on the way there? There's McDonald's on the way to my house. Swing by and I'll give you an extra $5 or whatever. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Those are normal things. Those are normal requests. The idea of like them being like, hey, you've been bonking the ship too much. I don't like that. I'm leaving. What? In this mission specifically, it's like,
Engines engaged.
are you for real? Do you want me to bring you back to the station? I'll drop you off back at the station that's about to explode. If you want off, go for it. See you later. Goodbye. So I understand why they don't care if I bonk the ship too much in this. I did a mission.
Charging. 4, 3, 2.
So back when I was first starting to play the game, I had just enough money to get an Asp Explorer. Passenger missions just launched, and there was a bunch that had watch out. There's a bunch that had like deep core exploration, and I don't even think engineering was out at the time, or it was like just started or something like that. And I was like, dude, they're paying 50 million credits to go check out Sagittarius A Star? Yeah, of course I'll take you to Sagittarius A Star. Hell yeah, I want to go see Sagittarius A Star. I've never been that deep into space before, and I can get tons of exploration data. I really want to do this. I bought an Asp Explorer. It's got exploration in the name. Let's do this. I think I did that once with like one dude or something like that, and I make lots of money. And I was like, yes, awesome, great, cool. And I was really like riding that high of like, to me, I made a ton of cash in one sitting, doing something I wanted to do, doing something I love doing. See, when I do it right, when I try hard and I focus, I can actually learn it. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna load up my cargo hold. I got like one dude. We went to the solar system. We went to the Sagittarius A Star. We came back. I made tons of cash from exploration. I made tons of cash from that mission. Cool. I want to do this with lots of people. So I loaded up my cargo hold with business class or first class. I don't remember what. I think it was first class ship. Cargo hold things. Passenger crates. Passenger cabins. Economy is basically just crates. You're basically just slapping. Like, I think the lore explanation for economy. Cargo containers or for passenger cabins is like they're just literally like Japanese cube hotels or whatever. The beehive, just climb up and go inside. There's like a tube. You're just shoving people in a tube, economy cabin style. So yeah, I had an Asp Explorer with like, I think I had 3 or 4 first class cabins loaded up 3 or 4 missions, and I had like $150 million or 150 million credits coming to me as soon as I completed this thing. And I floated by a system, and I'm like, it's a planet with rings. I can land on it. I want to get a really cool screenshot. So I went bonk, and everybody freaked out. Everybody lost their shit. And it was like a tiny little tap. Everybody lost their shit. I think one guy ejected, which I'm like, you're in the middle of the galaxy. There's nothing. Colonia didn't exist at that time. You're in the middle of nowhere. Where are you going to go? Who's going to come pick you up? So in my mind, the dude just hopped in the airlock and jumped out. Because that's the only, like, where else are you going to go? So in my mind, that dude hopped in the airlock and jumped out. If the in-game lore explanation is that, like, oh, they just didn't pay you, or, oh, they waited for a rescue ship to come and get them, whatever. In my mind, that guy was gone. He killed himself. Or turned himself into a popsicle and waited for somebody to defrost him. I don't know what the lore explanation is for that. And then, on the way back to the station, I didn't have shields. Should be pointed out, I didn't have shields. Why didn't I have shields? Because at the time, I didn't think I needed them. I was exploring. I don't need shields, whatever. I tapped the station a tiny bit, and the one person who was still in my ship, who decided he was still on the fence about me, was like, no, you're terrible. I'm out of here. Goodbye. And he jumped out too. I lost 50 million credits 30 seconds before I landed, after being out in the black for, I don't know, like 2 weeks. That felt real bad. That felt real bad. The dude who got upset that I landed on the moon wrong, whatever, that's my fault. I didn't put shields on. That dude at the end, though, it's not cool. It's like, if you're gonna go that far for that long, make a cooldown for the NPC anger or whatever it is. Don't make it like a number, like a tally. Make it a cooldown. If you're flying like a crazy person and you have a passenger who's in a first class cabin, yes, that makes sense that they, you're flying like a crazy person. Of course they're going to get upset, and they're going to be like, I'm out of here. See you later. Goodbye. Gameplay decisions are on passenger missions are I appreciate the ideas that are being floated. Don't appreciate how they're implemented. That said, let's do some passenger missions. Let's do some passenger missions. Passenger. There's a gnat in here. Let's do some passenger missions. I can't say it. Passenger mission. Okay, so I'm maxed out on all these dudes. Perfect. That's what I was saying.
Incoming mission critical message.
All the factions are maxed out. Basically, there's a handful that maybe stopped giving me missions, or dudes I don't care about leveling up. The minor factions. Heat levels critical.
The critical shelf is free. Watch out for wreckage overhead.
I just realized I didn't have that. Hang on. Hold on. I'm not paying attention. I was looking at my pips. And, yeah, come on. You can do it. You can do it. 183%, 185%, 190%. It's getting a little hot there. Typically for this ship, I have my pips set to engines max, and then everything else, weapons and systems 1 pip each. But since I don't have any weapons Do I have weapons on the ship? Ah, it's mining. Okay. I have it set up for mining currently. But I'm not mining, so I'll just set it all to engines. We're good, you know? Be good. Where am I going? I thought I locked on... Nope. Need to do that.
Frame shift drive charging.
And boost turn. Some ships are very good at boost turning. Anaconda? Not good at boost turning. Vipers? Only boost turn. Part of me really wants to get like a... Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I want to get like a VR setup or like VR goggles or whatever, just so I can like feel like I'm in a cockpit.
Docking request granted.
You know? I want the feel. Or at least the scale. One thing I did, there's some videos on YouTube of stereoscopic videos on YouTube. Depending on how they're oriented, you can actually view some stereoscopic images by crossing your eyes. Magic eyes. That's what I'm thinking of. Same kind of concept. Stereoscopic cameras have existed for a very long time. I want to say since the 1800s. There's a handful of ones that use like 120 film. You can look it up online. It's stereoscopic imagery is one of the, is a fascinating thing, and it's something that as humans we've always wanted to do. And having 3D photos is something that comes back every once in a while. Years ago, was it 2009, 2008, when Avatar came out? Like 3D movies are really big. You're going to see that come back every 10, 20 years. 3D movies are going to come back. Now nobody's shooting 3D movies. They don't want to. It's a big hassle, and they don't make the money that studios want them to make. But you'll find out, if you look through history with photography and cinema and everything else, 3D stuff comes back constantly. And I think with video games, 3D video games with VR, which is what VR is, that's kind of it's still hanging around. It's lost a little bit of its steam, but it might come back. If it's easier to do, it's going to come back big time. 3D VR and stuff like that is still there's still some hurdles for it. It's not mainstream. It's easier than it was before. It's easier than it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It's still not mainstream. But if you look up a 3D or a stereoscopic video on YouTube and you cross your eyes in the right way, you kind of see it. And from what I've seen from Elite Dangerous, like looking on these cockpits, it's like you really feel like the scale of things. It doesn't look like much, but like right now the distance from like my character to that wall there is like, it's actually really far. It doesn't feel far because it's a 2D screen, or like the distance between like my feet and the glass out front, it doesn't look far, but it is. It's huge. The canopies in this game are kind of impractical, stupid, but they look cool. So no, lock on, super boost. There we go. And then I boost, and I spin, and then we go. Yeah, I really want to do this game in VR. I had a chance to do it in VR at PAX East 2015 or 16? 14? 14. One of the PAX Easts a while back, back when I was East Coast, and I was looking at the line and I'm like, the line's pretty long.
Commander,
I don't want conjunctivitis, so I'm gonna skip it.
All pilots in the vicinity. This area has been
And
declared unsafe by
from what I
federal
can tell, that
authorities.
was the right move, because
Clear for approach.
a lot of people's faces are...
Things when you get inside, Commander.
Even, this is even before, like, the... I think at the time... Oh boy, this is history. So at the time, I was wearing a mask because I was a little bit under the weather, or recovering from being under the weather. And I didn't want people to think that I was
Commander.
ill.
Multiple debris fields
I wanted people to
spotted in the
think,
area.
okay, he's got the sniffles, but he's better. He's taken medication. He's recovered. He's just got the sniffles, which is what I had. It was a sinus infection. I used to get those all the time. Every season change, I used to get a sinus infection. And I took some antibiotics or whatever, and I was recovering, but I still had the sniffles.
Core temperature.
I still had a sore throat, and I was still coughing a little bit, and I didn't want people to think they were sick, so I was wearing a mask. And I got a lot of weird looks. Now, hopefully the way things are now, when people see somebody wearing a mask, they think, ah, this person is trying to protect me from whatever they have. I appreciate that. Thank you. But it was a different time. I even drew a smiley face on the mask. I put a smiley face right there. It smelled like marker. It was terrible. It was awful. But, yeah. Different time. Conventions are just like a they're like a cesspool of disease. Not saying anything against people who go to conventions, but knowing what we know now, knowing what our generation has been made aware of, again, because we've known these things for like decades, but knowing what we're aware of now and everything else, I hopefully think that people will be more conscientious of their health and not go to conventions when they're sick and getting everybody else sick and then saying, well, I don't care. I'm already sick. If you get sick, that's your fault. No, just be responsible, dude. You're sick. Sit this one out. I know you've been waiting all year, but, like, it's not worth it. Some people have, like, autoimmune diseases and, like, or disorders or whatever. I don't want to get them sick.
Clear for takeoff. No
I was
time
like,
to wait, Commander.
you know, I know some people who I know a couple people. I know one person IRL and one person online who has lupus, and if I were to go to work while sick and bump into this coworker who has lupus and get them sick, it's like, oops, you know. Is there anything you want me to tell your kids when you're gone because I got you sick and then now they don't have a mom anymore? Like, fuck, dude. I got really real. Shit.
Ready to engage.
Conventions are fun. Just don't go when you're sick. Come on, go forward. Let's do a 360. It's not the most nimble ship in the world, but straight line. I wanted this to be a chill stream, and here I am getting a real damn. Whose fault is that? It's not chat's fault, that's for sure.
Docking request granted.
Docking Pad 7. I love Docking Pad 7. How did you know? It's my favorite one. So I think I've only done 6 and 7. Oh my god, would you just shut up? I will eject you from... Don't make me... I will eject you from... I will click this button and eject you if you don't shut up and sit down. I'm not even going to turn this ship around and drop you back off at the station. I'm just going to kick you out of the airlock. This is the Wild West up in here. I'm the captain. I do what I want. I will mess you up. I'm the captain.
Landing gear deployed.
Watch out.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, now you guys get to get off my ship. Are you happy now? You know why this pops up? It's because I think it's percentage based. Like, you know, 20% into the mission, this will pop up. 50% into the mission, this will pop up. Something like that. But because the distance is so short, the distance is literally only like a few megameters. So the expected time to completion for this mission is very, very short. Only a few minutes. As you can see, I've done this multiple times. It's super fast. So, like, 50% into the mission is like 2 minutes. Friendly. Hooray. We're friends now. I swear, I will eject you from this ship if you don't. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be the hero. And you're making me do the bad thing.
Engines engaged.
Hey, Captain, are we done with this mission? Hey, can we wrap this up now? No, we can't. Because you're sitting in an airlock and you've made me mad. This is your fault. I want to make sure you know this is your fault. When you get ejected from the airlock after asking me, "Are we there yet?"
Frameshift drive charging.
This is your fault. You did this. You made me do this. I'm the captain. And I kicked you off my ship because this is a rescue mission. You don't get to ask me, "Are we there yet?" Oh, man. It's so... How many more people are on this station? Come on, man. How many people could there be? I don't want any.
We're issuing warnings to all pilots in the vicinity. This
I
area
will
has
eject you from this.
by federal authorities. Priority access
It's very warm in
granted.
here.
Hope you can help out, Commander.
I think my PC is I feel this 41. Fuck you, 41. Fuck you, 41. God damn it, 41. I'm starting to feel the heat. My PC. That's my bad. Obviously, it's 41. 41 made me fly weird. And that's why we're doing this. Between my PC and my 3D printer, my room is very hot right now. And it has very poor ventilation.
Taking heat damage.
Explosions are not good. So I'm starting to feel it.
Landing complete.
It's diegetic. It's realism. I'm feeling this. It's all immersion. That's the word I'm looking for. It's immersion. If you guys want to really feel this, when I'm doing this part of the mission, get a space heater. Get like a space heater and like put it on your desk and like blast it all the way up to heat and like just let it blow yourself in the face. And then as soon as I leave the station, turn it off. And you'll be like, wow, thank you. You saved me. And then you're gonna be like, are we there yet? And I'll be like, I will eject you from this. I will kick you into the airlock. This is a rescue mission. You don't get to ask me, "What are we there yet?" Oh, that makes me so mad. Why does it make me so mad? Come on. Frontier, I swear. It's like I want to be nice to these people. I'm the hero. I want to be a hero. And you're making me into the villain. This is your fault, Frontier. Oh, man. Ah. The more I think about it, the more mad I get. And I don't know why. It's just... Why would you make a mission and then have the guys be like, are we there yet? Just checking something here. Oh, heat level's critical. Alright, calm down. This will be at home. Turn your heater up to 130% because that's what we're at right now. Blast yourself in the face with some heat, and then you move the heater away. You have escaped the station. Just double check that's it. Yes, correct. Good. Okay. Where are you? Oh, weird. Okay, well, that's going to be a reminder that pops up soon. Sorry, guys. Whoa, watch out. No, where are you going? Stop it.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I did not mean to do that. Whew. Thankfully, we're pointed in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, I have a reminder that pops up in about an hour or so, or 20 minutes? I don't know. Not going to be an issue. Whoop, watch out. Streaming is hard. I know a lot of streamers say this, but like... there's a lot to think about. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this right now is because I had the urge to stream. I wanted to be online. I wanted to have chat open, even if there's... Well, I wanted to have it open. Oh, hello.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm sorry. You gonna find me for that? I apologize. Did I break a window? I'm sorry. I'll pay for it. So I wanted to have... I want to be online and be streaming and stuff, but... What's wrong with me? What am I doing? What am I doing? One of the reasons why I want to do these missions is because I don't have to think. There's no thinking involved with this, guys. This is all just mindless back and forth. And I really wanted to just do that. Just be online and do like a mindless back and forth. And then have people yell at me, are we there yet? It's like, oh my god. I want to be the hero. But I will eject you if you ask me, are we there yet? Are we friends yet? No, we're not. Very friends yet. How much money have I made? Like nothing. Why am I doing this? I could be mining right now. Whatever. I was already in the system. I'm already here. Why not? I know that mining got nerfed recently, but I gotta say one thing. I liked mining before. Then they made it really cool and really fun with like deep core mining and stuff. And then they nerfed it, but like I don't care. It's still fun. I like it. Mass lock. I'll give you a mass lock.
Shift drive charging.
Mining is very cool in this. It's not. It is repetitive, but I wouldn't describe it as tedious.
One. Engage.
If you're mining correctly, you're like hunting for the right rock and then doing your thing. And there's pirates hanging around every once in a while, but they're not a nuisance. So yeah, mining is kind of fun. I like it. It's active. I'll put it like that. It's active. And there's many different types of mining. And depending on how your equipment is arranged, you can do deep core mining, you can do surface mining, you can do abrasion blaster. There's lots of really fun stuff you can do. And it's fiddly. There's like little tricks to all this. So each one has a different trick. The one thing I will say that I don't really like is that you can't sit at a how long you can sit at an asteroid belt is determined by your cargo space and how many limpets you have. If you run out of limpets, there's no point in you sitting at this at the ring. That's it. Go back in. Which is frustrating in something like the crate, because the crate can have a lot of limpets, but there's no way you're almost never going to fill the cargo holds with useful materials before you run out of limpets. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but for me, I want to fill my cargo hold every time I'm there. That's just how I am.
You're on the deck. You should be safe for now, Commander.
Right, so I'm actually going to take 5. So enjoy this exploding station. Let's see if this works. Nope, that's not what I want. Ah, there we go. Okay, that is what I want. All right, cool. I was like, we're back. Nope, didn't think so. We're not back, but now we are. We're good. Okay. I might munch on an almond or two. I apologize for anybody who has I forgot the thing where the chewing sounds. I need the almonds. I will try to chew them quietly. Right. We're kicking these assholes off a ship so we can be big old hero.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, look at me. I'm a big hero.
Incoming mission
You guys want to work with me, right? Because I'm a big hero. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Incoming mission critical
Get on the ship. We're we're leaving. Do you guys really want to hang around or hang around the ship? Come on.
Incoming mission critical message.
11. Oh, what? Why did it say 11? Anybody else see that? It's not 11, right? I don't know. Whatever. We're going. Crack the door open. Try to get some ventilation here because it's really hot. Not only in the game, I mean, it's also in real life.
This station is now
It's
on
a
high
cat
alert.
question.
All emergencies report to
My brother's cats are pretty cool. Pretty chill.
Restraints have been disabled. No time
Ugh,
to
watch
wait,
out.
Commander.
I meant to do that. That was a good tutorial for how not to leave a station.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking
What?
damage. Warning.
I think I'm just super rusty with this shit, to be honest.
Taking internal damage.
Phantom does not have thrusters that are tuned the same way this is. And the ship I was flying before was a courier, which doesn't really help my case. I could pretend like I'm used to the Anaconda, but to be honest, I'm not. I stopped flying that ship a while ago. I still like it. I just really haven't found a use for it recently.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we'll do a couple more runs, and then I'm gonna call it. Reminder: throw some tunes on. I don't have the music turned on in this because I'm listening to music, but I can't hear the game audio because I did not find a solution in time. But
Docking request
I turned the game audio off, or the game music off, because it's just kind of boring. It's kind of repetitive. Listen to some cool jams. Hang out. Put some jams on. Makes these kind of things, these repetitive things, more entertaining. I'm probably not that entertaining either, so.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
No one complained. No one was looking at their watch going, let's get the fuck off the station. I appreciate that. I really do. If anyone says anything about, are we there yet? I don't know why. It just makes me. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Makes me really. It's just. I don't like it. I don't like when they pop up and they say anything during a mission at all. I understand why they have passengers do things because they want to make passenger missions a little different, and that's fine. But this is a rescue mission. Why are you asking? Are we there yet? Oh, they're giving you a time bonus. No. You're just doing it. You're just doing it to make me mad. You're doing it to make me mad. I don't like it. I was a bit rusty with the controls earlier today, and mass lock. Oh, landing gear, that's why. It feels good once you get the control scheme down. As you can see, I'm terrible at flying this thing, but hypothetically speaking, let's say I was, and I got the control scheme down, and I was like really good at it, flying around, zipping around. Feels good. One of the reasons why I like the HOTAS setup, the joystick and throttle on the left hand. It feels fighter piloty. It feels good. When I was in middle school, we had like a technology class, and one of the assignments that you could do to pass the class was to chart to make a flight plan and then execute the flight plan in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It was cool for middle school for sure, but they had a yoke, which is like the Y-shaped joysticks for commercial airlines. That shit was cool. There's a guy who made a 3D printed model that you could turn a PlayStation controller into. Oh no, it's so close. Why is it so close? Turn a PlayStation or Xbox controller into a flight yoke. No. Just trying to do a slide. Sorry. We have shields. That's what they're there for. So I was thinking about doing that, but I only just recently got PETG for my 3D printer, and I don't know how to print PETG yet. I don't even know if I really want to. PLA is not good for mechanical things that receive a lot of wear and tear, so I don't want to mess with it. But it's on the table. I don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator, the most recent one. Considering about getting it, but my computer's not. It's not going to do it. It's good. It's a brand new computer, for the most part, but it's not. I'm hesitant to think that it's going to run as well as I want it to, so I'll hold off on it. I have enough flight sims to preoccupy my time currently. No, hang on. Let's see if I can actively. I want to see if I can actively be more picky about my missions. Disrupted wake echoes. There we go. You can come on. Which passenger has the best rewards? I've got some disrupted wake echoes. Cool, you can come on. I've got 40 mugs from Hutton Orbital. Yeah, no, get on my ship. Get off. No. You can't, no. I've got some insulating membranes. No. Sorry, no. Okay. I'll pay you 40,000 credits. No, sorry. Don't want it. Credits mean nothing to me. Boo, hello. What am I listening to? Jeez. I hope the audio from my headphones is not coming through to the microphone. It's a very real chance. I don't want to get. I mean, I have no stake in the game, but I don't want any sort of what's it called? Yeah, why not?
Incoming mission critical message.
content ID stuff or anything like that. I hate that. It's the
Incoming
whole.
mission critical message.
I feel so bad for people who, like, this is their livelihood, and they have to deal with that kind of stuff. The landscape is just so messed up right now, and it was never really. What's
Temperature
going on?
critical.
Group message. My phone's screaming at me.
Warning. Heat damage.
The whole online content thing. It's only been around for
You're not out of the woods yet, Commander.
like really actually. Like YouTube has been around since 2004, 5. But like people have not been making a career out of it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Up until recently, and it keeps getting, it's weirder, it's worse. It's like the Wild West, you know. It's only just starting to get tamed, and who's taming it? People that are kind of working to manipulate it into whatever they want it to be. And is that a good thing? Probably not. So who do we hand the keys to the car to? Do we hand them to Sony? Do we hand them to Disney? Do we hand them to, you know, who's the one who's got all the keys? Who's, you know, how do we be fair? And how do we let people make a living? It's weird. I don't even really know why I'm doing this right now. I think I just want to do it for fun. But you know, if you look at something like ride sharing, where it's like the original concept. Oh, I'm not landing here. Hang on. Slow down. Calm down. Not paying attention. The concept for something like, you know, something like ride sharing, for example, you know, I use that because it's recently, there recently was a lot of laws passed, both for and against the favor of people doing the thing. You have, the original concept for like ride sharing was like, or like ride sharing apps was to, you're going downtown? Well, somebody in your neighborhood might also be going downtown, so why not give them a lift? Oh, you're heading to work? Well, guess what? Your coworker is also heading to work. They can use the app to toss you, you know, $5 or $6. Cover gas through the app. You know, great, cool. But like how it's implemented, anytime you build a system like that, there are people who are going to want to game the system. You see this all the time in like D&D or anything like that. People want to break the system or manipulate the system to be advantageous to them. Because who wouldn't be, you know? You build a fair system where it's like, oh, well, you want to buy pieces of a company, here you go. And then there's somebody going, if I manipulate it, if I get a bunch of other people to help me manipulate it, we can make tons of money. Right, but that's not how the system's supposed to work. So intention should always be factored in when you're building a system. And I think the people that were building YouTube, you know, a lot like the other social media platforms, were not intending for it to be, or Twitch or whatever, they were not intending for it to be a thing for people to make money off of, and like this is going to be the career. But that's what it turned into, because of course it was. Of course, you know? And now it's just TV station. I don't have TV. I have YouTube. I have YouTube and Twitch. You know, it's like, and that's enough for me. But yeah, it's like between podcast, YouTube, and Twitch, it's like they're the new sources of media, TV, so to speak. So it's like it was inevitable, but I don't think it was planned. Because it wasn't planned and it's new, the landscape for it was like it's just there were a lot of factors that were like nobody could really plan for or account for. It's like a leak in a dam that just appears. You don't plan for the dam to leak, but leaks are going to happen. And how you deal with it is important. And something like with the dam, it's like, well, the water's supposed to be back there, so we got to make sure the water stays back there. With TV and sponsorships on TV, it's like pretty easy. It was advertisers schmooze the TV producers and the TV station owners, and then they go, okay, cool, yeah, sure, let's work out a deal, and then eventually, next thing you know, you get a sponsorship, and then your show's sponsored by Bengay cream or something, And, it's so close. Why are we so close? Stop it. No. My shit. But like with YouTube and stuff, it's like, well, advertisers want to grab where the eyeballs are. That's all they matter. Like we want people to look at our thing. So where are they going? They're on YouTube. Okay. Or Sony's like, hey, people keep uploading our music. Stop doing that. Should people make money off of uploading other people's content? Absolutely not. Should people be able to make money off of sponsorships on YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where my rant's going, but I think my point is like, it's gotta suck to have a career in doing this sort of stuff. Not only because it's like hard. If I was playing something that required my attention, it would be damn near impossible for me to do all this. I'm doing mindless crap right now. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Nope. Yes, maybe one. Yep. Hurrah. So yeah, it's just one of those things where like tomorrow they could put out a law that makes all this stuff illegal, and like all these industries just fail. Everybody who has a job in this sector, boom, gone. They put one thing out that says if you have a broadcast anything, it must be through a TV station. Okay, well that's like all of YouTube and Twitch, boom, gone. So, I'm not saying that would happen. I'm just saying like it would be super easy for something like that. Oop, nope, don't do that. Okay. Something super easy for them to just push something through and boom, everything, the entire landscape of the things has changed. And recently, it has been, with the content ID bullshit stuff, that really changed how people make stuff, how people present things. There's some streamers I know that do like a movie night. That's awesome. That's great. Watching movies with other people, with a chat room. It's great. The people in chat feel like they're watching either people that they find entertaining or they're watching it with their friends. There's a real sort of like hands-off shared camaraderie with that sort of stuff. And, it's for a lot of people, me personally, being social is difficult. And don't stop doing that. Oh, come on. Why are you? No. Why are my hard points up? Go away. asking, are we there yet? They're doing it. They just know. They just know. It makes me mad. Was that my landing pad? Oh, I can't boost because I was gonna boost and then because it was gonna be funny because I was angry, but my landing gear was out, so it's not funny anymore. I'm in solo mode, by the way. So if you're wondering why everything is like, oh, why aren't there more people landing on this thing? Isn't this really like a company? It's because I'm in solo mode. I don't want to fuck with other players right now. Which goes into what I was saying before. When you're doing like a movie night thing with like a chat room and stuff, it's like the people in the chat room don't need to feel like they're in a crowded room with other people because they're in a chat room. You know, you're watching it on Twitch or whatever, and it's like there's you get the social connection, right? Because you're watching it with your internet buddies, but you don't need to like physically be there. And for someone like me who has, my batteries do not recharge by being in a social environment. So that's enough, right? But movie nights are difficult to do on something like Twitch because you can't stream content you didn't make, which I understand. If you were to just upload every single season of like The Mandalorian or whatever, no, go back, stop it. Yeah, that's not you didn't make The Mandalorian, so why should you get credit for it? Why should you get money for it? You didn't make that. So I understand that, but at the same time, it's like just people have to find the movie on their own, put it in like a window and within a window, and it's gonna have syncing issues. Oh, sorry. It's just a pain, and it's like there's a lot of hoops people have to jump through to do something online, and I think there should be rules. Yes, I mean lawlessness is no good, but if, for example, you are playing a video game and there's music in the video game, music that was made for that video game, you should be able to stream that video game and have that music be on there, on the stream without fear of the no, that's on me. Without fear of the content ID system flagging your stuff, and it's like, there's so many people. I do not envy people who do this for a living. It's just batshit crazy with all the worry and the headache.
3, 2, 1, engage.
And even if you do everything right, you might get demonetized or delisted. And depending on when you do it and when that flag or strike hits you, you can lose 80% of your views on the first day.
This is flight control. Federal authorities have declared a state of emergency at this facility. We're rerouting all civilian traffic to alternative locations. Access granted. Prepare for sudden course adjustments as you enter.
So I bumped that station earlier. Did I get a fine? I remember seeing a fine. But if I did get a fine, I didn't pay it. Oh wait. Pro tip, don't use your landing gear. Don't enable your landing gear until you're through the mail slot. If you get stuck on the mail slot, toggle your landing gear on and off while boosting in the opposite direction, and it will typically unstick you. The hitbox for the ship changes when you have the landing gear down. So you're sort of like unwiggling yourself from a stuck position. But that's only if you're stuck.
You're on the deck.
Before you go to
Stabilizing
hit
core
the
temperature.
the mail slot, that little opening, don't turn your landing gear. It's your chances of getting stuck are a little bit higher. Nice almonds are making me thirsty. All right, this is the last run. I'm calling it. I'm getting ranty, so I don't want it to keep doing that.
Incoming mission critical
I'm looking
message.
for stuff now. Components and data and materials for engineers. Come on. Guys, unless you have something that's worth my while, you're not getting off this station. See, now these people, they got something to offer me.
Incoming mission critical message.
I'm trying to be a hero, guys, and you're making it hard for me to be a hero. Unless you have something that I can use, something worthwhile, you're not getting on my ship. I'm sorry, are you like, oh, my child's sick and poor and hungry or whatever? It's like, okay, well, that's great, but like, what do you have to offer me? I'm a big hero. I don't know if you know this,
Incoming mission critical message.
but you guys need to have something for me in order for me to allow you guys onto my ship, to allow me to be the hero. Let me be the hero. Give me something that I need. Only when you have something to offer me
Warning. Temperature critical.
can I actually have the chance to prove to everybody I'm a big hero.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
Biggest takeaway here is that I'm the good guy in this situation. Okay?
You're not out of the woods yet, Commander.
Now buckle up, shut up. Don't talk to me about are we there yet. Oh, the ship's a little wobbly. Oh, shut up. Get in the back. I got economy cabins in the back. They're basically just like cubes
Frameshift
to sleep in,
charging.
right? They're like little pods. I'm cramming 10 people into like a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter cube
4, 3,
and just shoving 10 human bodies into it.
engage.
So climb into your cube. Buckle up. Don't talk to me. Don't say, are we there yet? And then give me everything you have as payment. And I won't take no for an answer. I'm the hero. I'm the captain.
Docking request granted.
Let me be the hero, guys. Okay? I'm trying to look good for everyone. By saving you, I guess. The important thing is that I look good at the end of the day. Watch, check this out. I get to do a cool flyby thing. Meow. Check out that. See that? See those streaks in the air? The exhausts, the trails. That's me being a cool guy. Saving you. Hello, cat. Cat showed up. Cat showed up because I'm a big hero. And they know that I'm a big hero. Blech. Okay. Alright, guys.
Docking successful.
Thank you for traveling.
Disengaged. Incoming mission
crap.
critical message.
Cat's being weird. Thank you for traveling on Air Metroid? I don't know. I appreciate you for shutting your traps the whole time. Staying jammed in your cubes. Buckled in. And not giving me lip. I would like your 4 mechanical scrap, please. Thank you. Give me your scrap. Please, sir, it's the last scrap I have. Yeah, I don't care. Give it to me. And you, give me your scrap, too. This scrap was my grandfather's. Yeah, I don't care. Give it to me. Specialized legacy firmware? Well, I hope it wasn't, like, important, because it's mine now. Oh, anomalous bulk data, 2 units. Did you need this for something? Guess what? It's mine now. You don't get off the ship unless you give that to me. There's 2 ways off this ship. One is to give me all your shit. And the other one is through the airlock. I'm a fucking hero. Give me your shit. I saved so many people today. All because I'm a good person. Make sure you tell all your friends how much of a good person I am. And how all those people that gave me their shit, the last tiny little scraps of whatever they had with them from the exploding station, those people consider me a hero now. And if they don't, then they're going to go out the airlock. That's it. I'm done. I'm a big hero. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was to be the hero. And I am. So we're done. Get out of here.